are mentioned, but they are not explained. He goes on explaining in all the 16 chapters set to come. Which shloka we have to go today?
68.
Which one? 68?
Yes, Guru.
Yeah. Tasmadyasya mahabaho nigruhitani sarvashaha indriyani indriyartestasya prajna pratishtita. By itself, by God's grace, revelation of God may not come unless we make some effort. Therefore, he tells Arjuna, control your senses. Tasmadyasya mahabaho nigruhitani sarvashaha. Control your senses and mind. Indriyani indriyartestasya prajna pratishtita. One who has controlled his senses definitely is a sthita prajna. Earlier we saw the example of Vayurnamamevambasa. That is 67th shloka, the previous one which I explained yesterday. It's a beautiful example Krishna has given. Is our life going in the direction which it takes by itself, or is it going in the direction where we command over it? That is to be seen. So it should not happen to go wherever the wind takes it. That's what Krishna wants us to do. Therefore, tasmadyasya mahabaho nigruhitani sarvashaha. So completely control your senses and mind, and then you will be having a personality of a sthita prajna. Therefore, Arjuna, mighty armed, knowledge of one whose senses completely withdrawn from their respective objects is having a steady mind, is a sthita prajna. Unless we do, first of all, we have to recognize what is wrong with me, with you, and with everyone, not in the others. First, recognize in ourselves. Second one is, what can we do about it? Is there a way that I can guide it? Krishna gives the way to steer through, to take our boat ahead. So he says, after saying Vayurnamamevambasa in the 67th shloka, he says, if it should not happen like that, control your mind and senses, Arjuna, then you may become a steady person. I think we can repeat the shloka. Tasmadyasya mahabaho
Tasmadyasya mahabaho
nigruhitani sarvashaha
nigruhitani sarvashaha
indriyani indriyartebhyaha
indriyani indriyartebhyaha
tasya prajna pratishtita.
tasya prajna pradhishtita
Tasmadyasya mahabaho
tasmadyasya mahabaho
nigruhitani sarvashaha
nigruhitani sarvashaha
indriyani indriyartebhyaha
indriyani indriyartebhyaha
tasya prajna pratishtita.
tasya prajna pradhishtita.
This next shloka is quite interesting one. We can underline. Say, for example, today the shloka reciter happens to be Kannan. It is night for him. But in India, who are sitting or joining from India, it is day for us. He uses that beautiful example of day and night for a man in ignorance or for a man of knowledge. What is a day for an ignorant man is just a night for the sthita prajna. Where sthita prajna is awake, there this ordinary man like me and like you, we only sleep. Beautiful example, Krishna again tries to show us the nature of sthita prajna. Ya nishasaro bhutanam tasyam jagarti samyami. Whatever Indian language you are joining from, it is understandable, I believe. Ya nisha means night. Only one word you need to know if you do not know that one. Ya nisha saro bhutanam tasyam jagarti samyami. Or that one which is night for all living beings, this samyami, sthita prajna, is awake. Samyami is sthita prajna. He is awake. Yasyam jagarti bhutani sa nisha pashyato mune. Where all living beings are awake, he is asleep. I think it needs a small explanation. We are always worried about the money, house, and other things, the material wealth. We think we will be happy if we earn this, if we get this, and so on. These things are not important for him at all. It is night for him. I usually give example of a man who have seen Yogatmananda. He is, I think, in Shimoga now. He was well established in Chinmaya Mission. He was in Tumkur. But he thought this is not the sannyas. Sannyasi must renounce everything and go. And then one day he set out, surrendering himself totally to cosmic consciousness. He carries a bag with him which will contain only the dresses that he wants to wear for the next day. That's all the wealth he has. But as God would have it, somebody will take him to Himalaya, sometimes for meditation and tapasya, sometimes he comes back to Bangalore, sometimes he stays in some places. It is being arranged by that cosmic. We can't be like that. We can only appreciate the man's beauty, but we can't try to become like that. That's what I really believe. Having no desire at all, he says, a sannyasi must beg in 3 houses. If no food is given, he must fast that day. And such strict rule he undergoes. Such people are awake where we are asleep. He is awake from Brahman. When he sees me or sees you, he can see the Brahman in each one of us. But we can't see Brahman in him because of our ignorance. He went on Narmada Parikramana, that's called, going through the Narmada river from one end to other. I asked him, what would you do when it becomes night, when you are going through the Narmada river bank? What's there? You would sleep when it becomes dark. In the forest, we cannot even think of that. Don't know whether there are tigers or lions or serpents or any dangerous thing may attack. Not bothered about it all, because that is the strongest belief in God he has. Or he is that is himself. Money also. As a sannyasi, people go on giving money. No. Once he was somewhere near Sagara sitting for his Chaturmasya, we went there. Somebody had invited him to stay for 3 months in his new built house. And we offered him money. He may need one for his journey and so on and so forth. That's what we thought. But he said, no, I don't need any. But I used my logic. When I put it before you, it's not mine, sir, it's yours. I can't take back because I have already offered it to you. And within a week, he sent us the receipt. He donated it to a center where they maintain the old cows. What's it called? Goshala. He sent it to Goshala and sent the receipt to us. Such people are rare. That's the nature of a sthita prajna. Ya nisha sarvabhutanam tasyam jagarti samyami. where all people feel night, he is awake. What is that one? The Atma Jnana. He is awakened. A Jnani himself, but where we sleep, he is awake. And where we are awake, he is asleep. These matters of the worldly interest, supposing we see some money standing before falling before us in the road while we go, there is a temptation to take it. But no temptation for him at all, because money is, you will get it, how Ramakrishna looked at it, how great people looked at the money and so on. But that doesn't mean we can't be without calculation. You must appreciate them. If it happens by chance to me or anybody else in this group, it is God's grace, that's all. So, ya nisha sarvabhutanam tasyam jagrati samyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato muni. Krishna gives a beautiful example. That is, it is the extreme opposite of what we have been doing now. He is awakened to his self, Atma Jnana or Brahma Jnana or Bhagavan Sakshatkara, whatever you call it. Where we are worried about the worldly things, he is an ignorant man, not bothered at all. That's the beauty of Stita Prajna, he says. I think we can recite. Ya nisha sarva bhutanam
या निशा सर्वभूतानां
tasyam jagarti samyami
तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी
yasyam jagrati bhutani
यस्यां जागृति भूतानि
सा nisha pashyato mune.
सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः
Ya nisha sarva bhutanam
या निशा सर्वभूतानां
tasyam jagarti samyami
तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी
yasyam jagrati bhutani
यस्यां जागृति भूतानि
सा nisha pashyato mune.
सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः.
We may get a question when you are saying that. What would happen to the desires in him? They come to us, they haunt us, they don't allow us until we satisfy the desires. What would happen to that man who is a Sthita Prajna? Beautifully explains with a beautiful example once again. Apuryamanam achalam pratishtam samudramapa pravishyanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishyanti sarve sashanti mapnunti nakam. I think all of you have seen a sea, and also a place where the rivers join sea. Sea will have waves on particular days, new moon day, no moon, and also full moon day, and so on, which we all know. But does the flood in this river disturb the sea? Not at all. It simply gets into the sea, losing its nature. Exactly the same example Krishna uses for that man. Desires just get dissolved in that man. Apuryamanam achalam pratishtam samudramapaha pravishyanti. A river gets into the sea without doing any disturbance to the sea. The same manner, yadvat kama, the third line, first word, yah pravishanti sarve. Desires also happen in the same way. Sashanti, for this man, sashanti mapnoti nakamakami. That's a beautiful word, nakamakami, underline that one. Man having no desires at all. They have all desires for doing something, have to becoming something, but this man is nakamakami. Not desire of any desire, has no desire whatsoever left. Not even to die, not even to live. That wonderful end part. Tadvat kamayam pravishanti. In the same manner, desires get dissolved into this man. To this man, sashantima, that man gets peace of mind. Who doesn't have desires at all? Sashantima apnoti nakamakami is a beautiful part of the sentence. That man is peaceful who has overcome all desires. No desires left at all. He sees God in the present. No requirement of any kind is there in him. That man, compared to the sea and the river getting into the sea, apuryamanam achalam pratistam samudram apaha proshada. The river in flood gets into the sea without disturbing the sea at all. Silently it merges and God knows where it goes. In the same manner, tadvat. Tadvat means the third line, tadvat is the same manner. Tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve. The same manner, the desires which merge like this in a man, like the sea merger, like the river merging into the sea, sashanti mapnoti na kamakami. That man gets the beautiful peace of mind. Or Atmajnana, Brahmajnana, Bhagavanta Sakshatkara, whatever you call, it's a different status of things. So that man will not be disturbed at all by the desires that is in him. They all get dissolved. As river gets dissolved into the sea, the desire also get dissolved in this man like that one only. Beautiful example. I think we can repeat. You have to underline that one. A beautiful example. Apuryamanam achalam pratishtam
Apuryamanam achalam pradishtam
samudramapah pravishanti yadvat
samudramapa pravishanti yadvat
tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve
tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve
sashanti mapnoti nakama kami
sashanti mapnoti nakama kami
apuryamanam achalam pratishtam
apuryamanam achalam pratishtam
samudramapah pravishanti yadvat
samudramapa pravishanti yadvat
tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve
tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve
sashanti mapnoti nakama kami.
sashantam apnoti nakama kami.
Hope you have underlined that. Vihaya kamanya swaram pumamscharti nispruhaha. When he has overcome all desires, he is absolutely a free man. He will walk without bondage. Nirmamo nirahankaraha sashanti madhigachati. He doesn't have the mamakara or ahankara. Nirmamo nirahankaraha. He hasn't got a feeling that I am great, I am different, etc. And also hasn't got the ego. Nirmamo nirahankaraha. Sashanti madhigachati. He gets the peace of mind. Can this man be a warrior like Arjuna? That's exactly why Krishna is telling to Arjuna, you can be one even fighting the war. If you can take it in this sense, doing your duty and having absolute relaxation must be possible for Arjuna in the war field, must be possible for all of us who are living in this world. And when we try, God's grace will also follow. Krishna will tell us. If we try, if we go one step towards him, he will be coming 2 steps towards us. That's what he says later. Vihaya kaman is sarvan. Having given up all binding desires. The person who moves around, devoid of longing, having no desires whatsoever left, not even to die, not even to live, left, without the sense of limited I and mine, gains peace. Our problem is also altogether different. We have made so many property, so much of bank balance, everything, and so much of gold ornament and everything. We have to leave it and go. When we think of it, we will definitely shudder. How can I go leaving all this? That man, not bothered about. Even if he has, not at all bothered about it. He says goodbye and goes. Vihaya kaman sarvan. I and mine, he has totally left. Pumam charti nispruhaha. Walks free, without care, without desire. Nirmamo nirahankaraha. He doesn't have a feeling of I, mine, etc. Ego is not there. So that man gains peace. That is the way a man can gain peace according to Krishna. I told you these 18 shlokas of Sthita Prajna Lakshana are wonderful ones. We may not become one like that. We must have the greatness of appreciating that there are people like that. If you see one, by chance, fall at his feet. Take his blessings. He will also go on, Krishna goes on telling us how to find that man also in the future. What is his nature, he says. I think we can repeat. Vihaya kaman yas sarvan.
Vihaya kaman yas sarvan.
Umam charati nispruhaha.
Pumam charati nispraha.
Nirmamo nirahankaraha.
Nirmamo nirahankaraha.
Sashanti madhigacchati.
Sashantamadhigacchati.
Vihaya kaman yas sarvan.
Vihaya kaman yas sarvan.
Umam charati nispruhaha.
Pumam charati nispraha.
Nirmamo nirahankaraha.
Nirmamo nirahankaraha.
Sashanti madhigacchati.
Sashantamadhigacchati.
Krishna concludes. Sthita Prajna, characteristics of Sthita Prajna. Are there people? Are there saints? Not at all necessary they can be in the families. She could be a housewife. He could be an earner. Not necessarily he must be rich. Anybody can have this nature. Esha Brahmistiti Partha Nainam Prapya Mukyati. Krishna tells us, this is Brahmis Sthiti, it is called Arjuna. Nainam Prapya Mukyati. Once you get it, you don't get back. Nainam Prapya Mukyati. You get it, and there is no falling back to the old bondage, life of bondage. No falling back. Esha Brahmistiti Partha. Arjuna, this is the Brahmistiti. Brahmistiti means Sthita Prajna Sthiti or Sthiti of an Atmajnani. Nainam Prapya Mukyati. Once you attain, you won't return to the worldly things again. Naina Prapya Vimukyati. What would happen to him? Sthitva Syamantakalepi Brahma Nirvanam Uchyati. Till the end of his life, he will stay in this state only. Then he merges back into that cosmic consciousness, Brahman. We all will be born because some desire is left in us to fulfill. That is what our major three religions from India say there is rebirth. Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism, all the three equally say there is going to be rebirth. And all the three say rebirth will close on one day. When does it close? When one becomes a Sthita Prajna, rebirth closes. No desire left whatsoever at the time of death. A complete man, having done all his responsibility to the full best of his ability and offer, not having a feeling that I did so many great things, such simple man, we will get back to that cosmic consciousness again. And that is what we call Ramakrishna Paramhamsa, Vivekananda, Ramana Maharshi, Chandrasekhar Bharati, so on and so forth. Siddheshwar Swami, Shiv Kumar Swami, and so many people are there. They won't come back. Sir, can we worship them even after their death in the same form? if our God is all powerful, omnipotent, he can come to you in any form, isn't it? You want to see him in the form of your guru, he may come to you and direct you as a guru in the form you like. Maybe Ramakrishna, Ramana, and so on and so forth, whoever you are committed. That possibility we cannot deny, because God has the ability to express himself in any form he likes. Therefore, so that man can be believed. I generally, usually I tell one thing when I speak about this Sthita Prajna Lakshana. Such people, Ramana, Ramakrishna Paramhansa, and so on, people from many parts of the come to them for solace and peace of mind. These people won't go and give an advertisement. I have realized myself. Come and see me, I will give you guidance. Not at all. No advertisement on TV, no advertisement in paper, no advertisement in the aeroplane, so on and so forth. People come. I generally give an example of how the bees come to what is called Varakesari flowers. For flowers, bees come from 1 or 2 kilometers. Imagine the sensitiveness of their nose. They smell it from 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers, and so on. But this Varakesari, which I am referring to, bees come from 8 to 10 kilometers, the experts on bees say. I have 2 videos there which will be posted. We can see that has been done by the man sitting there in front of you, Chandrasekhar. He has done it taking pains going to the Varakesari plant and seeing the humming bees picture. So people come to them asking for guidance. I told you they will not be kings, but they will be kingmakers. So these people are not useless. Not that they don't understand the problem of the nature. Vidyaranya established Hakkabuka. Shivaji had Samartha Ramdasa established Shivaji as a king. Kautilya did that, brought Chandragupta and so on. There are many people who make this. So they know which people can guide properly, and they give him confidence. Ramakrishna never went out of his place, but he could send a Vivekananda to the worldwide to say what is the greatness of Hinduism to the external world. So they are not kings by themselves, but they are kingmakers, but they are absolutely free. I think we can recite this shloka. Yesha Brahmi Sthiti Partha
Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha
Nainam Prapya Vimuhyati
Nainam Prapya Vimuhyati
Stitva Syamanta Kalepi
Stitva Syamantakalephi
Brahma Nirvana Mrichyati.
Brahma Nirvana Mrichyati.
Yesha Brahmi Sthiti Partha
Esha Brahmi Sthiti Partha
Nainam Prapya Vimuhyati
Nainam Prapya Vimuhyati
Stitva Syamanta Kalepi
Stitva Syamantakalephi
Brahma Nirvana Mrichyati.
Brahma Nirvana Mrichyati.
That is, Brahma Nirvana Mrichyati means he will get back into cosmic consciousness. Individual existence is not necessary for that man, because he has done his duty and having no ego at all whatsoever. And that Paripurna Vyakti will get dissolved into that cosmic consciousness. That is this Sthita Prajna Lakshana, Krishna says to Arjuna. We will just recite the last part, sir. Om Tat Saditi
Om Tat Saditi
Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu
Srimad Bhagavad Gitasu
Upanishatsu
Upanishatsu
Brahma Vidyayam
Brahma Vidyayam
Yoga Shastre
Yoga Shastre
Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade
Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade
Sankhya Yogo Nama
Sankhya Yogo Nama
Dvitiyodhyayaha.
Dvitiyodhyayaha.
Again, a small explanation to this. At the end of every chapter, we will have it. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is Upanishad. Bhagavad Gita is an Upanishad, and it teaches us Brahma Vidya, that is self-knowledge. It is also a Yoga Shastra. Yoga doesn't mean just doing some physical exercise to heal some physical problem of ours. It must be perfect, physical, mental, and spiritual. All three, when they are perfect, that's a yogi, not just a man who has got a fat body and a bad desires. So, Yoga Shastra, Krishna Arjuna Samvade, Sankhya Yogo Nama Dvitiyodhyaya.